we start Lunacid. Now, what is Lunacid? Lunacid is a first-person dungeon crawler that is sort of inspired by a lot of From Software games. So a little bit of Dark Souls, but more so, as I understand, Kingsfield and Shadow Tower. And I'm a fan of those. You know, we've played Kingsfield, the original Japanese one, on the stream. We have played Shadow Tower a little bit on the YouTube channel, and I really enjoy the atmosphere and the exploration and everything. So Lunacid is an indie game that sort of has those vibes, but it's also got its own feel and atmosphere as well. I really like the sort of color palette and the vibes of it, so I'm excited to see a little bit about it today and get into it and have a good time with everybody. Howdy, Space Monkey. Good to see you. All right, let's see how easily this game gets picked up when we go ahead and give it a start. Good times with Ad. I hope so. It's good to see you, V. Scanlan, I am doing okay. I hope you're well. YouTube chat not working. It always takes a minute, Space Monkey. It always takes a second for Caster Labs to connect to YouTube. I don't know why that is, but I do see now that you said hello over there as well, so thank you. All right, here we go. Here's Lunacid, and immediately it's just got this atmosphere that's, you know, kind of unique, pretty cool, a little spooky, a little moody, little pixelated, intentionally so, and you can change that a little bit. So let's go ahead first of all and turn the game volume down. So I think we're gonna go with the midnight aesthetic, but I notice here they have VHS. That's kind of cool. You can see it's got little pixels and scan lines. They've got PSX. That's cool. That's pretty pixelated. And they've got Vaporwave. Now this one, it seems like you have to go out of your way to play. Oh, I also just noticed it changes the resolution too. Silent, so obviously a little Silent Hill inspired. Clean. Let's go with midnight. One of these days we'll get where we're going. There we go. That's weird. I could have sworn I just applied you in the resolution I wanted you in. Maybe it just... Yeah, okay. All right, Lunacid, let's get it started. File 1. Oh, you all can't see this up here because my camera is covering it, but this game is telling on me because it reads how much memory you have, and it shows I only have 49,000 megabytes left. So yes, thank you, game, for telling everybody that my C drive is crammed full of stuff, and I have only 49 gigabytes of room. Surely nothing to be ashamed of. New game in slot 1, let's go. It's not talking about RAM, no. Because I know that number is accurate. Normally what memory means. No, it was, it's definitely what I've got for storage space. Kind of looks like an axolotl. Long ago. Oh.
A great
you take over. You've got this.
Sea. and brought with it a poisonous fog that spread across the earth. Corrupting everything it reached, the poison fog slowly transformed the world and brought about a new age. Now, grounded by the poison sky and outnumbered by creatures, humankind became desperate and formed feudal kingdoms. Closed off from each other, they became paranoid and are on the brink of extinction. Those deemed undesirable, such as criminals or the ill, are cast out, banished into the depths of the Great Well.
The Great Well.
A pit of the diseased and undead. The Great Well is said to have but one door to the surface.
And we're here in front of it. All right. Wait. Hold it. Oh, wait. No, I don't want to hold any key to skip. Okay, we're still in the movie. I was a little impatient. That's my bad. Wretched thief, thinking of stealing your life back? You belong to the depths now. Oh, damn. You gotta hand it to him, that'll do it. Oh, I like this. Here you are again in a horror stream asking yourself why you watch horror streamers. I don't know if I would call this game primarily horror. Maybe it is. But I don't know. Oh, you can upload an external image. That's awesome. I love when games have options like that. Ooh, this one. This one is very, I don't know, it's very fitting. Okay, so we could go thief, knight. Please make a scary face and upload it. Maybe if I come up with something for next stream. Well, I don't know if I can change it then. Witch, vampire, undead, royal. Oh, do I want to do this? Do I want to go the Forsaken class right off the bat? This is like the Dark Souls Wretch. A waste of flesh, notable for nothing, lest the dust it leaves behind. They have nothing to lose, driven forward only by self-loathing. So this is the one that starts at level 1, and you have no skills. And presumably you start with, like, a stick or something. Quite the robust selection here. You have no skills, me right now in the job market. I tend to do a little self-insert. I was tempted to go they, them, and be very, like, mysterious and ambiguous here. But because I tend to do a little self-insert, I'm gonna go with he, him. We're going Forsaken. Yeah, I guess we're playing on hard mode for the first playthrough. Hollow Basin. Okay, I can tell right away that mouse sensitivity has got to come up. We get a little more FOV too. Should we check the manual real quick? Ooh, this is cool. I wonder if they have physical copies for sale. Please glance through this manual before playing. Okay, hey, I'm already on board with exactly what the game is asking of me. Let's have a glance. Anything stick out here? C is left magic and V is right magic. Other than that, nothing sticks out as being too unusual. E to interact, okay. Boogie, welcome in, Boogie. Okay, this is the story that was, well, this is a little different than the intro cutscene. Long ago, a great beast came from the sea, and it spread a poisonous fog across the earth. This event transformed the world into a new age. An age of magic, but also an age of death. Creatures and abominations came from the fog. Silver liquid fell from the moon and made a deep passage into the earth. As humans became destitute, having fought and lost to creatures throughout the many years, they created the Great Well, a series of pits and tunnels carved out by silver moonlight. And into this sunken heap, they banished the abominations, creatures, and anything else undesirable. A simple thief, one who would steal back their life, has just been thrown into this strange underworld. Okay. Your avatar in this world may be a temporary visage in a dream, but it requires conviction nonetheless. The note font doesn't match the rest of it. You're right, it's kind of, I'm not a font person or a graphic design person. I couldn't tell you what this font is, but it is very, like, word processor basic. But I don't like to be too critical, especially of indie games. Combat consists of attacking, blocking, and magic. Attack with a weapon by simply holding the attack button and release. The further the power bat is charged, the more damage the attack will do, with a full charge resulting in a large damage bonus. Okay. So this is kind of like the inverse of Kingsfield. Kingsfield, you swing, and then you stop, and you let your attack build back up. This game, you hold the attack, and you release it when the power bar. There is another typo there that says power bat. Hey, MQ Bush, how you doing? It needs to be more like script. Maybe the good fonts cost more. Magic and lunacy. The land is rife with various spells, each inscribed on rings that the player must equip to use. The spell is cast by holding and releasing the appropriate cast button. The spell will also need either mana or blood, depending on the type of spell. Mana is recharged by interacting with a crystal menu. Blood regains naturally and by a crystal menu. Laptop's trying to restart. I use that to monitor my YouTube. Casting spells will also cause lunacy, dependent on the caster's maximum mana, spell cost, and the real-world lunar cycle. Lunacy causes more damage to be inflicted, both by the player's spells and by creatures. Will also increase XP gained. At 100 or more XP, you can level up your various stats at a crystal menu. Okay. Some weapons can be leveled up into better ones by inflicting damage. Okay. Bring on the lunacy. Can confirm YouTube still exists. Thank you. Okay, status effects. Bleeding, poison, curse, blindness, slowness, mana drain, XP drain. That one sounds like it sucks. Direct withdrawal of your life and memories. Only observed around followers of the corrupted Golden Lance. Normal, fire, ice, poison, light, dark. Interesting that they have poison as a distinct element here and not just an attribute. Some rare weapons and spells can even use multiple elements. Not all NPCs are hostile. Many discarded souls have found their way into the Great Well over the years. While many became feral or aggressive creatures, some of the powerful have kept their sanity and altruistic nature. Hey, Borealis.
Oh yeah, 18 months of awesomeness.
Thank you for being subscribed for a year and a half now. I appreciate you, and I hope you are doing well. Thanks for being a longtime supporter of the channel. NPCs, some can be talked to and may offer aid, items, or services, while others may be docile creatures. Alchemy can create potions or items. Find an alchemist, you should try combining what you have on the 3 dials. Okay. Ooh, and we got the credits. Yeah, look at this team. This is a pretty lean team, so pretty cool what they put together. Hope you're writing all this down. Why would I when it's in the manual? What's this game about? A world that got poisoned and is dying due to a great beast, and humans have been cast into an enormous well in the ground, and we are a thief who has just been thrown into it. And that's about all we know right now. Presumably, we're going to try to save the world or, like, mercy kill it or, you know, one of those things. Restart it. That's usually how these games go. Definitely a FromSoft game. Not a FromSoft game, but heavily inspired by them. Goal is to kill and or save the world, we think. I like the little spring sound when you jump. Is it a new title or retro? 2023, or actually, I think it may have come out as a beta in 2023, but I think the full release is within the last year or year and a half, maybe. And they have a sequel releasing in 2 days, or more of a prequel. But the funny thing about the prequel is it's actually built on retro software, because FromSoft released a game-making utility called Sword of Moonlight in the early 2000s. So the game that's coming out in 2 days is releasing on that game-making software. So it's definitely a throwback to the old FromSoft dungeon crawling games. This is on Steam as 2023, currently 25% off. Yeah. I think it just went to, like, full access in the last year or so, though. This is kind of pretty and peaceful. Replica sword. Newest of the fallen, take up your sword and fight. Can you lick the floating lava lamp thing? Maybe it's a salt lamp. Okay, so you all can't see the power bar. Well, you can just see it when it fills up in the top right. But it's up there behind my camera. Okay, this looks like the kind of door that has some seals. I bet we acquire some magic objects, like discs or tablets or maybe gems. Power bat, my bad. Yes, the power bat Have a salt rock lamp and they do not taste good, you heard? I don't know. I know some people who have a hard time resisting theirs. Farming Sim 25 had an update and broke your mods. Oh no. Okay, so the block is a toggle. I don't know why that's a novel thing to me, but it is. I bet I break these. Yeah. Seek the slumbering creature of moonlight. They are the last existing door. Block toggle is an odd choice, but I don't hate it. Now that's an appropriate font. I like that they have the soundtrack name in the bottom. Oh, and control is also block. Okay, so if you're more of a keyboard player or you just prefer to access that there instead of right click, that's kind of nice. Ooh, I missed. Yeah, that's very Shadow Tower. Swinging at an enemy right in your face and missing. Okay, so I actually think if you release the Power Bat soon after it fills, it does more damage than if you hold it. Hi, Rain. Welcome in. Rain, have you seen this game before? I feel like this might be the type of game that you'd be into the atmosphere. You have not seen this? Oh, he's taking a little nap. Yeah, of course, Rain. I hope you're doing well. Hope life's good for you. Okay, now this feels like a significant way to go. I don't know if I want to backtrack before I go here. My big weakness and strength in these games is that I have to check every corner before I can move on. Milk snail. Oh. I learned a lesson. Don't fuck with the milk snail. If it's got its back turned to you, there's a good reason. Last week you had the sudden and intense desire to play through the Commander Keen games. I can't say if I've heard of those. Oh, also I'm level 1. I chose the, weakest start. So that could be part of the reason the milk snail just bodied me the way that it did. Old days of id Software, okay. I did choose pain. I did indeed. And I chose pain in the type of game where you can only save at specific spots. Surely I won't regret that. But while I'm here, I didn't go this way last time, so let's check it out. Temple of Silence, Hollow Basin. Side-scrolling platformers like the original Duke Nukem games before they went FPS. Ah, okay. Hey, maybe I'll check them out sometime. I've got a ton of retro games I plan to play. We acquired a health vial. Am I gonna fuck around and find out? No effect. Okay. That was one of the less painful finding outs that I've done in a minute. Yes, we remember Uber Snail. Why is the door blinking at us? That's not cool. Where's my... Oh, okay. So I actually... What I think I probably would be good to do is go back and level up. Because I now have over 100% EXP. So that's the thing with starting with the low-level class, the level 1 class, is you get to build your class how you want. And I think maybe if the Dark Souls and Elden Ring is anything to go by, I think your stat spread ends up being higher than it does if you take one of the pre-build classes. Yeah, exactly, Space Monkey. Oh, I get 6 skill points? Okay. Let's go... I don't know what everything does. Hold on. It's time to consult the manual. Like the music in this game? It is very nice. Read the fucking manual, exactly. Although, I have to say... I'm not necessarily seeing anything in the manual that tells me... Oh, this is a critical reflex game. I didn't know that. They've published some great stuff. Is it... Am I just tripping, or is there not a description of the stat breakdown? Alright, I guess we have to feel it out. We gotta go by vibes. Want you to summarize? Nah, that's okay. Thank you, though. I think maybe we can see some of it if we play around here. Oh, here we go. Speed defines maximum running speed. What kind of vibes did you arrive to? Some pretty chill dungeon crawling vibes so far, I gotta say. Welcome in, PC man. Dexterity defines jump height and damage done with ranged weapons. Intelligence defines maximum mana, spell damage, and how fast spells charge. You know, I am kind of feeling a spell sword kind of build. Resistance defines how long status effects take to wear off. I bet now we can take that milk snail. Why does that sound like an insult? Like, I don't trust that scheming little milk snail. Sounds like the kind of thing you don't want somebody to call you. Hey, Todd, welcome in. You'd be upset if someone called you a milk snail? Yeah, there you go. Would you still love me if I were a milk snail? I would get you a little milk snail terrarium. Feed you decaying fruits. Okay, so we learned the milk snail, we leave it the fuck alone. I love this water. This water has unmatched vibes. I love it. But we leveled up. Oh, that looks like the things in Morrowind. It actually looks like two things in Morrowind. It looks like if you took a Silt Strider and you mixed it with a Netch. It's a Shulker. Looks like a giant tick. Well, that's kind of what a Silt Strider looks like, although they look more like fleas. Oh! Oh! That magic's got hands. I didn't expect that. Do I have any healing items? I'm on 0 health. Oh, I did pick up a health vial. Now, how to use it? Oh, I can level up twice. I should totally do that. 0 health, how does that work? I guess rounding? Okay, I'm gonna be really annoying. But I'm gonna go back and grab my 2 levels up. And that should also refill our health. Zero HP in a dream. I mean, it did say that my character essence was just a visage in a dream, so you're onto something there. What's this? Ezra, welcome in. This is Lunacid. This is a first-person dungeon crawler, heavily inspired by FromSoft titles. Indie game. All right, we're going to level up, so... Fun fact, in computers, you can have -0. That doesn't sound real. I'm not saying you're lying outright, but that doesn't sound real. Let's, I know we want intellect, and we probably want some resistance. I feel like we gotta get a little beefy since we started so low as the Forsaken class. Looks fun. Is it a roguelite or narrative-driven? Narrative-driven. It's also on sale right now, and they have a prequel coming out in 2 days. So we're checking this out before the prequel comes out. Is there a skill point we can put into anti-milk snail protection? I feel like that's defense. Let's spec into physical survival right now, and we can build up spells on the back end. But I have a sword right now, so I need to be capable of physical combat. Oh, I didn't save. Would be a shame to have to redo all of that. I told y'all I'm going to be real annoying about it. Time to get breakfast. Yeah, get you something good to eat. Maybe you can find a magic Oreo to attack milk snails with. Bacon and eggs, a classic. That's got to be like an all-time breakfast. Like, if you had to name the top breakfasts ever, bacon and eggs is absolutely competing for the top of the S tier. Hey, thanks for pulling up the Discord, PC man. I may need to verify you before you'll be able to post anything, because I have manual verification on for protection. Bacon and eggs is goat, absolutely. And there's so many things you can put with it. An avocado, some toast. Those are probably my top two choices, avocado or toast. Maybe avocado on toast. Huh. Okay, we learned something about fucking with wildlife that doesn't want to be fucked with, so... Looks like you were able to post in general. You might have been in the Discord before. I feel like you were. But now something has me wondering if this is like Shadow Tower, where you really do need to kill everything you come across to level up, or else you fall off of the scaling. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, PC man. Boy, it's dark in here. Big chest, big chest. Ooh, flame spear. Okay. Wait, let me read that description again. Fires a flaming javelin, a weaponized form of pyromancy created by Fire Witch Ashley. So we have another one of these, like, sigil doors, but this one's got a lever. I bet it's the same one. I bet this goes back to the entry room. Oh, beautiful. Now that's level design. Look at that. Hey, Ish, welcome in. Good to have you. We love areas expanding around a main central hub and pathways being linked to each other as you explore. All my homies love that. What in tarnation? I assume you're talking about the game. This is Lunacid. A From Software inspired dungeon crawler. Be careful, Borealis. Want you to return in one piece. That barely did anything. This reminds you of Daggerfall. Oh. Oh, the curse means I can't swing my weapon? How about spell? I feel like this enemy is bugged a little bit. You see how it's facing me with its side instead of its face? It's making it real hard to hit it where I'm supposed to hit it. It's an introvert. Well, me too, but we all gotta do things we don't want to do sometimes. Ooh, we got some obsidian. How lucky I acquired that right as the Outer Worlds 2 gameplay demo just dropped. How do I use... Nice, now making a nether portal. Think acquired was misspelled too. Yeah, I noticed that. There's little misspellings, but I'm good with that. How do you tell an extroverted computer programmer from an introverted computer programmer? Extroverted computer programmer looks at your shoes. You know, that joke also works for shoegaze musicians. Two is to use the quick item. Maybe we don't need to do that yet. I'm gonna be bold. Hey, look at that. We got another health vial. There are two hard problems in computers in naming things, cache invalidation, and off by one errors. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you were to compile that from a list and fetch it, it would run numbers 0 through 2, correct? Depending on the language, right? Okay, I bet this is a mana vial, but maybe it's got a different name. No, it's a mana vial. I'm cursed. Is hitting its sides just armored? Yes. And it seems to indicate there's a critical when I hit the head sometimes. So this is an indie game. Yes, it is. Sweet. We got another ring. We got Ghost Light. Okay. Looks pretty neat. I love the vibe so far. Summons a spectral orb of light that follows the caster for 60 seconds. Useful for illuminating the depths of the well. How are we on experience? Oh, we've got enough to level up 3 times. Okay, let's actually pump some into our intelligence. Me every day when I wake up. Oh, it dodged it. Yeah, 418. Okay, so we can level up 4 times. I feel like we are already making up the deficit with which we were born by choosing a Forsaken. That's the milk snail. Maybe after I level up 4 times, I'm coming for you. I did not find the optimal path back, by the way. I know this. I know there was a quicker way back. Unless this is it. I don't think this is it. It was not. Freaky that you can see the bones in my floating wrist. So in the beginning of the game, our hand got chopped off. So I don't know. Maybe the hand is just floating there. All right, we're going to raise intelligence. Let's take a little away and put it in resistance. Like the classic vibe, me too. And it's super chill so far. So your character isn't even a person, just the disembodied hand. Imagine that's the big reveal of the game. Like in my mind, we were walking and our disembodied hand is just floating slightly in front of us. But imagine if we are just the hand. Yeah, and a pair of eyeballs floating around. Just for kicks. Hey, welcome back, Space Monkey. Mushroom. Oh, we can break the mushroom. Also, we can almost level up our sword. So breaking these little things in the environment, they level up the sword. Yeah, Glover. I played Glover when I was in the hospital as a child. And I only got to play it a couple of times, so I had really weird, vague memories of it, and I was not sure it was a real game for a very long time. Maybe this is Glover too. Okay, we gotta go for it. We gotta... Milk Snail, I will not let you cast me aside this way. Yeah! How about some cooked Milk Snail? Beautiful shell, though. Really should have appreciated it more while you were alive. Now, you need to write the story for this game where you wind up playing as the disembodied hand and the final boss is the rest of your body. More milk seems more burnt. A creme brulee snail, if you will. But have I explored everywhere I can go here? Maybe. I think there was another path back by the Temple of Silence. Milk snails should have nice shells with all that calcium. Imagine if they absorbed, like, beryllium or something. They'd have beautiful shells. Okay, yeah, so this is... Oh, wait. Did we find something that we can use here? Oh, this is just like that spell in Oblivion and Skyrim, the magic light. Wait a second, how close is my sword to leveling up? I wonder... And this is just a wild guess. But what if I need to level up the sword? And the sword somehow interacts as a key? No, you're thinking of Kingdom Hearts. What was that Lunacy 20% thing? So Lunacy... Dependent on the caster's maximum mana spell cost in the real-world lunar cycle, Lunacy causes more damage to be inflicted both by the player's spells and by creatures. It will also increase XP gained. So the more I cast spells, the more effective spells are on both sides, and the more XP gained from them. What is this, Maiko? Good to see you. This is Lunacid. This is very cool, very vibey indie dungeon crawler. So it's like magical proficiency, sort of, but this game very much has to do with like moon stuff. And I think it's the actual moon and the environment affecting magic. Okay, it looks like our sword can be upgraded. So I'm real curious if maybe the sword ends up being the key. Decided your creation does not qualify as toast. Hey! You're, hello. You know what? We have 50 seconds until ads on Twitch. I'm gonna go ahead and take a real quick break, and then that way nobody who's not subscribed misses anything. And then when we come back, we'll save, we'll level up the sword, we'll talk to this humanoid with the scythe, and we'll see what happens in Lunacid in just a second. Thanks for being here, everybody. See you in a couple of minutes. All right, thanks for hanging out, everybody. MQ Bush says, nobody with a scythe can be bad. I'm sure. That's a heuristic I'm going to use in my life going forward. Welcome back. Thank you. And the ads have finished. Perfect time to resume. So we're going to level up. Maybe we're not. We're going to consult the manual. Oh, you must take it to a smith's grave. Okay. Is there any story in this game? There is. There was a great sea beast that came from the sea and basically poisoned the earth. Much of humanity is close to dying out, and everyone who is undesired gets thrown into a great well in the ground, and that's where we are. We are a thief, and we were thrown into the great well, and we're gonna go from there and see how our role impacts the rest of the world, I suppose. Wonder if this is a smith's grave. Maybe not. It is up to us, disembodied hand, to save everyone. Demi, well, you look a little lost. This area is called Hollow Basin. It's the highest reached point of the Great Well. It's also one of the safest areas of the Great Well, except, of course, Wing's Rest. Speaking of Wing's Rest, I can spirit you there if you want. I think we saw everything we have to see in Hollow Basin. Gotcha. One moment. Anime demon girl with a scythe, and she can spirit us places. We're literally being spirited away by an anime demon girl. What more could you want? Ish, did I steal your line? Did we arrive at the same conclusion? Hey, MQ Bush, thank you for gifting that sub. I appreciate that. Thanks for all your support. Ooh, I love this soundtrack. Got a crystal shard. Ooh, very cool. We have a hub world. Us gamers know about hub worlds, right? Here's Demi. Oh good, it worked. Last time I tried that spell, it only worked about halfway. So this is Wing's Rest. It's an old temple of sorts made by a sect of holy monks. They were banished into the Great Well. Space Monkey, thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate that. They were banished into the Great Well back during the Crusades. Hub world is more central than rim world. Right, so on the inside you have your hub world, and then on the outside you have the rim world, and then beyond that you have the outer worlds. What's wrong with her elbows? They're maybe a little different than ours. Don't be rude. You don't know what she's been through. Although they are long gone, their protective magic still lingers. Take your time and relax here. If you want to head back out, use the crystal where you came in. Been through the elbow breaker, better than the femur breaker, am I right? If you know, you know. The moon cried to us in our time of need. Is this a crow person? Cheryl the Crow. Oh, what a mess you've been caught up in. Welcome to the depths, outsider. Escape to the outworld has long been a myth. Okay, I missed one. Borealis, thank you for the 500 bits and kicking off a hype train. Thank you very much. Appreciate you all. So it goes like this. It goes hub world, rim world, outworld, outer worlds. Sheryl Crow reference? Yeah, possibly. Maiko, I don't know what that is. I don't know if I've ever seen that word. But if you're going to explore, why not prepare yourself? Fancy a new trinket, perhaps? I think she said explore space yourself. Like, why don't you explore yourself? But the way I read it was like, why don't you explore yourself? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I'm just saying it would be very easy to misinterpret what Cheryl had to say. Hey, we'll see you later. Welcome in. All right, what do we have here? Well, for only a single silver, we can buy a bewitched key made from ocean bone, able to remove the old enchanted gates that were put in place after the Crusades? Why does this feel like a trap? This feels like the kind of thing that's gonna undo a great magic and it's gonna kick off the events of the rest of the game. Hope this game gets a PS4, PS5 port. That would be cool. Arakocra are a humanoid bird race in the D&D universe that look exactly like Cheryl. Oh. This game is if there were games made for adults back during the N64 era. This game is Shadow Tower for the PS1 if it had Vaporwave vibes and anime waifus. How do I actually purchase? There we go. Shadow Tower / Kingsfield, yeah. I've played Kingsfield on stream, and I've played a little bit of Shadow Tower on YouTube. And who do we have here? A lot of older FromSoft games are getting played again now. Yeah, absolutely. So I have a couple to play. I really want to play Shadow Tower Abyss, the English fan translation, and I kind of want to try Echo Knight. So those may get into the rotation at some point. Clive. Well, hello there, Sonny. People call me Clive, though that's not really my name. I seem to have lost it. My memory isn't quite what it used to be. But my bones is good. I stay young by drinking these little health tonics. Here, why don't you take some? You look a little mealy. Be careful of wander in the depths. Not everything out there is as peaceful as a skeleton. MQ Bush, thank you for the 5 subs. Got one to Slightly Chilly, Wonderlust RPG, The Lemur Toast, Meru Jenkins, and Inverse. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, and tipping that hype train over into level 3. We'll see you later. Hope FromSoft does another action melee game with auto-locking like Ninja Blade or Otogi. I've actually never played those. There's so many FromSoft games. Borealis. Another 500 bits. Thank you all so much. I should take this moment to tell you that contributions right now are going towards hiring editors and thumbnail artists and stuff for YouTube. We're trying to get the YouTube off the ground. I'm trying to reach YouTube Partner. I am streaming on both right now. So all these contributions, they're helping me pay for work that I don't have the time or skill to do myself to keep the YouTube rolling. Space Monkey, thank you for 1,000 bits. I really appreciate that. What are the metal riffs from? I commissioned them from a metal guitarist on Fiverr. Borealis, another 500. Thank you so much.
Oops, you dropped these.
Aw, I think you dropped these, but thank you, Borealis. Moving on over to level 4, I really appreciate that. And yes, Maiko, thank you for pulling up the tip. So let me share some plans I have going forward. I need to do a couple of things. I owe you all postcards. I have those. I need to fill those out and ship them. I owe you all an e-girl vlog. That's about 85% edited. When I finish those two things and I am caught up on incentives, I'm going to start taking support through Ko-fi, and that will basically help support my YouTube videos, my editing, my thumbnails, things like that. And in exchange, you'll get my videos when they come out first, so you won't have to wait for me to get the thumbnail and everything. You'll just get to see it right when it's done. You'll get your name and credits in the videos, things like that. So I'm going to be launching that. But until then, all of the support, the bits, the subs, everything like that, I'm saving it all. It's all going into video editing and thumbnails and all that. So thank you very much, everybody. Hey, Willow, welcome in on YouTube. Good to see you. MQ Bush, also have to pay for my new balls addiction. I know I got a little taste, and I just need to keep it going. Etna, salutations, Outlander. Welcome to the depths. I'm Etna. I study the sacred art of alchemy down here. If you happen on any materials during your journey, you should bring them to me. Want to do some alchemy? I don't think I have materials. Oh, I have one obsidian. Said to guard against negative energy. I love obsidian. Did you all know that obsidian can be like 7 times sharper than steel? Because the way obsidian breaks, its molecular structure can be thinner than steel can possibly support. I love that fact about obsidian. No, it's super fragile. Cleavage planes, where? Do you like that? You like where I went with that one? Ooh, a smith's surgeon used an obsidian scalpel once. Yeah, I think they had to be like remade for every application, but they were capable of being sharper. Ooh, the heritage sword. Okay. Maiko, thank you very much.
Need thumbnails or something.
Yes, they do. In fact, I just commissioned a thumbnail today for my Tokyo Jungle VOD that's just about edited. So I have a Tokyo Jungle video and I have a Kenshi video coming soon, TM. MQ Bush, thank you for another 500 bits. Thanks for all the support, everybody. Did we finish Tokyo Jungle? No, you don't really... I mean, I guess there is a story to finish, but it would have been many hours. Maybe I'll pick Tokyo Jungle back up if we have a slow period and I just need, you know, to get something easy to play. But I could have been on Tokyo Jungle for many streams and I wanted to get to other stuff. Guess I bet, are you gonna play anymore? I don't have any plans to. We did the 2 streams, and I think that was enough to kind of see it and have fun with it. Don't think you're familiar? Oh, with that, JT? You mean with Tokyo Jungle? Alright, so we can warp. That's Hollow Basin. That's Wing's Rest. You like the style of this game? Me too. Sounds like someone is sneezing quietly when you slash the flowers. It's all the pollen. Let me talk to Demi and see if she's got recommendations where to go. Take your time and relax here. If you want to head back out, use the crystal where you came in. Okay. Thank you all for all of those Hype Train contributions. I really appreciate it. Okay, let's see where we can go from Hollow Basin. I thought we had kind of explored everything here. Oh, this weapon can't be upgraded. It doesn't have a progress bar. And yeah, Space Monkey, you said something earlier about not needing any more games on my list. That's true, but honestly, I love the fact that one day I'm just going to have a library of game experiences that people can go back and watch. I really wish I'd been streaming on YouTube for as long as Twitch allowed it, because Twitch is a great community platform, but YouTube really, it stays for, you know, it continues to be available for much longer. It's got a very long tail. Gonna get some supper. Sounds good, Borealis. Thank you for hanging with us. It's good to see you. Thanks for all the support. Okay, so I can tell we're stronger now. Seems as though everything has respawned, so maybe something in the environment has changed. Yeah, new sword, good. We like new sword. I'm already able to level up again. Oh, you know what? We bought an Enchanted Key. Oh, I know where we go. I know where we go. I was so caught up in the hype train, I wasn't thinking, but I know where we go. The game is surreal. You like the music, very atmospheric. I definitely, even though I'd never played the game, I definitely put the soundtrack on to just do things sometimes. Decapitated the snail, I know. Good lord, what is happening to your PC? Sorry, Space Monkey, I'm inside it. Think the graphics driver crashed? That sucks. So how would I use... Maybe if I put it on the quick items. Oh. Looked painful, it sure did. Got a torch. So I wonder, can we equip the torch in our offhand? Oh, we can quick swap. Oh, this is so atmospheric. Oh, it looks like the torch can be leveled up too. You don't have an offhand when you are just a hand. The theory continues to get stronger. However, if I had to fight, I could equip the sword and then cast the illumination spell. Cerebro Temple. But it does beg the question of where you are storing stuff. Maybe I'm a series of floating hands. Totally random question. Has anyone rented a car in a place that drives on the opposite side of the road that you're used to? That thought terrifies me. I never have. I don't know how well I would adapt or not. Cloud of floating hands, each grasping a different thing. It's kind of a metaphor for humanity when you think about it. You don't appear to have a face. You had to adapt just to play video games driving on the wrong side of the road. Okay, the music has definitely gotten more intense. We've got a tome here. Soon we'll be free of the accursed well, for great prophet Abdul has found a way out. While we are tethered here physically, our minds can be extricated with enlightenment. You're scared, Willow? It's okay, we're all here together. Just stay close to the torch. The dark can't get you. You like the fact that this game also sells the soundtrack? You like when games do that? Yeah, I like to support music artists too that way. Ooh, Ritual Dagger. Okay. Now, is this going to be like that other game we played and the Ritual Dagger is going to, like, bind itself to me? A strange, wicked-looking instrument seems to not do much damage, as it was intended to make victims suffer by inflicting tiny piercing wounds which got infected from a poison coating the blade. The stats are kind of truly abysmal on it, so we'll see if there's something that we end up doing with it as a key item. Now, I'm gonna get pedantic here. Can you be infected with poison? Aren't you more like envenomated? Well, I guess it's not envenomation if it's not venom. Is infected the proper word for being poisoned? Infected is biological, isn't it? See, that's what it implies to me. Yeah, that it's able to multiply. Technically, you don't poison a blade, you envenom a blade. That's true, because they're not eating. They're not eating the ritual dagger. They're being pierced by it. So technically, it is a venom dagger, not a poison dagger. Okay, we got lithomancy, so that controls stone. To hunger is to live. To consume is to die. Me when I'm an anti-consumerist. I think that's the Helix fossil. I think that's why everybody's worshiping it. They're praising the Helix. Now, Ish, you said Communist Death Cult, and I thought, that sounds like a band name. But I think I was thinking of Austrian Death Machine. Did you just move? You did just move. I feel like fire. I don't know why, but I feel like you're desiccated and very dry, and fire is going to do damage to you. Or it's going to do nothing. It's going to tickle you. Okay, well, let's try this fire. All right, I got 10 silver pieces. Now, I heard about some guy who got paid 40 silver pieces. Now, that's proper pay. Get out of here with your measly 10. In this realm, magic is neon pink. Indeed. Didn't he kill himself? I don't know. I don't really, I didn't really read the rest of the story. I kind of got to the 40 silver pieces part and thought, that's cool, and I moved on. Actually, I don't know why I just cast the light when I could use the torch. You have a very inviting lap. I don't know if that's weird. I know we're strangers, and I know I've just seen you under this mysterious blue light, but I don't know. It's what came to mind, and I believe in telling people what I honestly think. I'm an advanced streamer. I have a button that I press and it makes a clip for me. Bro sees a person with a giant crater in his face and remarks upon his lap. Maybe I care about more than just the face card. Wonder if my face would fit inside their face. Hey, you know, I'll try that next time I get talking to one. That sounds like a smooth way to move forward. Mummy? Sorry. Mummy? Sorry. Mummy? Sorry. Onyx. I don't know if I could look at obsidian and onyx and tell the two apart. Though onyx is more of an agate, isn't it? Like the faceless, you can't see them judging you. Maybe I thought the lap was inviting because I have mummy issues. It's possible. Obsidian is kind of see-through, yeah, kind of like black glass. I guess if it's thin enough. It does kind of look like glass. Ooh, what is this? Stone club. Bonk. I haven't seen a save segment in a moment, and I am currently carrying 3 levels up. Nice little hammock. And a rug. I mean, you've got like 40% of a nice little apartment here. Obsidian is just glass with a bunch of crap on it. I've never viewed the world this way before. The Fetid Mire. Sounds like an Opeth song. It's very cozy, isn't it, somehow? Oh, so we have a rest area and a lower passage. I knew we'd find a crystal sooner or later. Howdy, Gold. Welcome in. You know, I wonder if that ritual dagger... Maybe it's the kind of weapon that you're supposed to invest in and level up and it becomes something good. Let me look at it if I equip it. No, it doesn't seem that it levels up. Maybe it's just to use for the poison. How about the stone club? Can that level up? It can. Difficult to handle, but a viable option when rudimentary weapons are hard to come by. My heritage sword already does more. Maybe it's for different builds, different play styles. I'm a member of the Stone Club. Thank you for that, Willow. Hey, it's a rat. I need weapon XP, don't judge me. Oh, we got slimes. These are straight out of Shadow Tower. They look exactly like the Shadow Tower ones. Gonna be 35 degrees today. Wow. It's been like 28 or 29 here. Funny enough, these slimes are really similar to the slimes in Dragon's Dogma 2. Never played that. Relatively new game. Yeah, I never played the original either. Oh, you can burn those. Lotus Seed Pod, okay. The original is fantastic. I guess it's one more game for my list. I hear tomorrow is 28. I feel like that's not hot, but it's right on the edge of hot. Too hot for this time of year? That's fair. I live in Florida, so I have a skewed perception. Saturday is going to be 31. It was 4 today, Maiko. It'll be warm for you one of these days. You will have withered away by then. Hello, thank you for lurking. Where is this herb? Are you asking me or are you asking Maiko about where it's 4 degrees? Ooh, I can light the slime on fire in the water. Is it 81 today down in Louisiana? Yeah, that's about what it is here right now. Now, where are we in the game? We are in the Fetid Mire. You didn't beat this game, as is your style, but you played it for a couple days and don't know where this is. Yeah, this is the sewer. So this is like the second sort of area beyond the hub world. Been around 0 there. Well, I hope it warms up for you soon, Rain. Every game has to have a sewer level, especially every game inspired by FromSoft games. Minnesota. You either blazed through this or you went a different direction from the start. Suppose either could be possible. I don't really know yet. Don't really know what set of possibilities we're working with. All right, I'm almost ready to upgrade my torch. I wonder what it's going to upgrade to. All right, let's go back and get this torch upgrade because I'm real curious. Is it weird that this game just has a super calming atmosphere to me? Like, I feel almost sedated by its design. Like, yeah, this is chill. I'm just gonna wander around, do some magic, stab some skeletons. Light a rat on fire, maybe? You know. It is very calm. This area does feel calm. Okay, we'll see how it develops. It's a soothing feeling like a glass of warm milk snail at bedtime. I couldn't have said it better myself. Oh, I can level again. Okay, so we did unlock a new warp area. So let's go back to Wing's Rest. Iron Torch. Okay. I was half hopeful it was gonna turn into like a flamethrower or something, but honestly, an iron torch, that's pretty cool too. Demi, got anything to say to us? Hiya, I found this and it made me think of you. A dried rat. Okay, a dried rat makes you think of me, and a grilled rat makes us think of Rain. That'll be the fastest that snail has ever moved. I hope you're being safe on your way down. Remember, you can always come back here using the warp crystals. Sometimes it's good to take a break or even revisit an area you've already been to. Be safe. I didn't mean to do that. She does like us, but I can't help but feeling that she's a little bit waifu bait. You know what I mean? Like the kind of moe chibi kind of design and everything. I don't know. Maybe that's supposed to lull us into a false sense of security and she has a sinister role to play. But it could also just be waifu bait. I wasn't asleep. I was just fancy a new trinket, perhaps. You know what? I'm gonna save my money. And Cheryl isn't waifu bait. Maybe for the... I don't know how to say it. You have furries, you have scalies. Do you have featheries? Yeah, see, Ish and I, we're mind melding here. We're on the same page. I love this purple lighting. Are any of these other weapons able to level up? Let me see. Yeah, the stone club. Let's see if we can get the stone club level, just so we have options. Google, in the furry fandom, a furry who identifies as a bird is often called an avian. Or a feathery, okay. Avian makes sense. Oh, is there sort of like a lunge? Yeah, okay. So that's an interesting thing you have to... This game gets more impressive as time goes on. It's pretty great. Club kind of sucks. I'm waiting to see if it upgrades into something good. Didn't need to know that and wish I didn't know that. You have corrupted my mind. That's the risk on the internet. Cat is napping on you and you're getting sleepy from this. It's just got the right vibe. It just hits that way. Kind of like this club just hit that rat. Okay, you're faster than us, I get it. Yeah, exactly, Maiko. All right. I feel like this is the kind of game where you could make a 2-hour gameplay video with no commentary and just be like lo-fi dungeon crawling ASMR to chill or study to and get a bunch of views. Like, it's just the kind of thing people would put on in the background. Noticing every character we've met so far is some kind of dark magic entity. Yeah, I think that's mostly what's down here, and then the undesirable humans get thrown down here too. To use some kind of program to isolate and remove your voice. I mean, if I wanted to, I could get the OBS source record plugin and just record the gameplay and it wouldn't have my camera or alerts or anything on it. Hey, Roger, how you doing? Do you think we are Rayman? Quite possible. Not Canadian, though, I bet. Better now that you are here. Well, we are glad to have you. Poke. River Passage. It's my favorite actor. Don't think Rayman was ever intended as horror, but it freaked you out as a kid. Kinda same. Okay, now I'm poisoned. Don't like that. I think my torch is not the prime fighting implement. Poisoned or envenomed? Yeah, we're right back here. Before Rayman, you'd never seen a disembodied body. It was invented to desensitize us. Dried rat is probably an OP weapon, or like some late game, I don't know, unlocks a secret passage or a good ending or something. Maybe just a tasty treat, could be. All right, let's try using our sword. Honestly, it does a little better. Oh, we knocked his head off. It does a lot better. Bro got envenomed again. I'm gonna build up an immunity eventually. Typing the word envenomed is like a tongue twister for your fingers. Wind dash. This feels like a boss arena. I could be wrong, but decades of other games have conditioned me to feel that way. Aesthetic reminds you of Morrowind. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of that today. Definitely the interiors, I can see that. We got a battle axe. Okay, so this one also does not evolve. Curse this land, curse this pit. I go onwards to the castle of the diseased one. Farewell, my brothers. If I succeed, I shall come back to give you a rightful burial. Sir Garat. When I hold the torch, you can't see the bone ends. I can on my monitor. You can kind of see it there now. I just think between the lower resolution and the bitrate crushing of Twitch, you're missing out on a little detail that I can see. Hey, we found a new area, maybe. The Sanguine Sea. Back in the day, you rented Morrowind for Xbox from a video store, kept it beyond the date, an older lady employee called you and asked about Morrowind, like winding a watch. Okay, now here's the thing. I haven't saved in a minute. Sounds like a Slayer song, absolutely. Or maybe Nevermore. I know that's kind of a deep cut, but the Sanguine Sea definitely sounds like a Nevermore song. Fetid Mire. Yeah, so the thing is, I would very much like to save. Ooh, I love the tension in that chord. I couldn't tell what it was, half diminished or dominant, maybe. How do you save? You find the floating pink crystals. It may even be a non-diatonic minor, I'm not sure. I don't really have that great an ear. Sounds like a diminished for sure. Okay, so here's the thing. We have ads in a minute. And this game, I think, is like Dark Souls. When you pause it, it doesn't pause. So what you watch on Twitch and YouTube. Well, bad news for you. I was going to take a pee break. Hold it in. Well, now I'm gonna take 2. I can't help but feel I cheated myself out of some experience there by fighting nothing, but we're gonna roll with it for a moment. If I need to go back to sweep up, I can. Castle Le Fanu, is that what that was? Le Fanu, yeah. Is that a save? Oh no, that is a save. Well, here we go. Save real quick. All right, gamers, I'll be back in a moment. Thanks for hanging out. I'm loving this game. This is awesome. I'm looking forward to exploring more of this world when I come back in just a moment. Thanks for being here. All right, I see we're all jamming, we're all vibing. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see what we can do about a little level up, shall we? Feel like we want some speed, some strength, some defense, and let's run it. Just looked this game up and was super surprised it came out in 23. Yeah, there's even, we can even change aesthetic. So, like, if we wanted to do this. This low-key looks like a Minecraft mod, except with actual shapes that aren't blocks. but I kind of like the midnight aesthetic. Can try the silent one. It's very Silent Hill. Yeah, I was just vibing with the midnight. Also great band. Threat level midnight. Are you an enemy? Okay, it hurts. But a hot stove hurts too. That doesn't mean the stove is an enemy. Phantom. Oh, we're cursed? I think when you strike the Phantom, you become cursed. The stove is your enemy. Me when I never learned to cook. And I can only eat microwave meals and Uber Eats. Pretty upset with the Farming Sim 25 update. Aside from breaking your mods, all the things they said they improved are markedly worse now. That sucks. Hello. Garrot the Hound. Salutations, little lambkin. I am Sir Garrot the Hound. I'm on my way to kill the lord of this castle. But I've run into a bit of a conundrum. I can't figure out how to open the main gate. Apparently, we can't figure it out either. I think there was a large enemy nearby because the screen was starting to shake a little bit. I think something came and killed me while I was talking to him. Did a stove run into you? While we're here, let's go over the update for the week. I will be back tomorrow, probably more Lunacid tomorrow. Saturday, if everything goes well, we have 2 streams. One stream at about 2 or 3 Eastern is a playtest I was invited to for a game called La Quimera, which is a sci-fi shooter set in Latin America made by some former Metro devs. And then at our normal time on Saturday, we'll play Kenshi. And I'm doing that because the playtest is only open for 1 day, and I wanted to get a chance to play it, but I didn't want to cancel Kenshi. And then Sunday, Kenshi. Okay, what was stomping around and killed me before? What is this chat's birthday? I don't know, it feels like mine the way we got that hype train earlier. Here, I'm gonna talk to him this way. I feel so foolish. How does it work, I wonder? I honestly don't know what killed me before. Moon petals, I bet these are used for alchemy. Cattle cells. Yeah, you know what else sells? Peace. But who's buying? Soon as an item dropped when breaking the flower, gamer instincts activate. Your band plays that song. I might have... No, you had Symphony of Destruction in the playlist that you sent. Yeah, it was playlist or Symphony of Destruction that I saw. Oh, Peace Cells was in there too. I missed it then. That was such a dad joke. Maybe if your dad is Dave Mustaine. Also, Megadeth is kind of dad rock now, so I guess you're right about that. Be awesome for him to be your dad. Say it ain't so. I will not go. That is also dad rock now. Great Night of Lyria, Ophelia. Has anybody done a bit about that yet? Pop punk dad rock? Dad who listens to Sum 41 and The Offspring. AKA my dad. All good music turns to dad rock after its expiration date. My dad doesn't listen to Sum 41. Is the mana potion a clue? I don't think so. Maybe putting the pop in pop punk dad rock? Yeah, the snack crackle pop. Why is Grateful Dead not dad rock? It's always been edgy goth girl music. No, Grateful Dead is absolutely jam band uncle who wears tie-dye music. Maybe also edgy goth girl music, but Grateful Dead is definitely goatee uncle music. Hey, Kian, welcome in. Do you have anything to say about this? I feel like you've got an opinion on this. Had some hipster goth girlfriends that all loved Grateful Dead. I mean, I've known some that are into, like, Creed and stuff, too, so I don't think they're immune to dad rock just because they're a goth or a hipster. No, you've just been having a crisis because your best friend now has 2 kids and is still very much into pop punk. See, that's what I was just saying. Pop punk is dad rock now. Like, all the small things, that's a dad song. Ocean Avenue is a your mom and I used to listen to this when we were teens song. Grew up on classic rock, but now classic rock also includes the rock that was new when I was young. What's the Simpsons thing is like, what's Grandpa Abe say is like, I used to be cool and with it, and now I don't know what it is, and it's scary, and the world is scary, and one day it'll happen to you. That's us. We are all Grandpa Abe in training. Thought you meant the future is now, old man. No, that's, Malcolm in the Middle, isn't it? I used to be with it, but then they changed what it was. Now what I'm with isn't it anymore, and what's it seems weird and scary. It'll happen to you. Yes, exactly. Hey, Melanie, welcome in. We're just walking in circles while we ramble about pop rock and stuff. Well, I try to figure out how to get this damn gate open. Maybe it doesn't open here. Maybe I've got to go back through the Sanguine Sea. We only think of old people clothes as old people clothes because people who were old when we were young had always worn them. Let's go check out the Sanguine Sea again. Kill some skeletons. It'll make us feel better if nothing else. Can't use the torch in water. That makes sense. No way, man. We're gonna keep on rocking forever. I mean, that's like the old gods of Asgard from Alan Wake. Dudes are in a retirement home and saved the world with rock. Spoilers. It's not really a spoiler. Every Remedy game is going to have a rock music set piece, but kind of hard to forget. Yeah, I feel like this is one of the areas in this game. And get ready for bed. Sounds good. Take your time. Area just makes you think of Slayer. Yeah, because of the whole raining blood thing, I can see it. You rain a little blood one time, and that's all anybody remembers you for. So what is this thing, then? Kind of looks like an antlion guard from Half-Life 2. It's a hemalith. So it's a bloodstone. This looks cool. You like the music, too? Yeah, this has been great. Okay, it's running away. No, it's not. Bloodstone, that's just a Judas Priest song. That or they struggled to spell health. Hey, you can't spell hemalith without health. Also reminds me of that one bit in Signalis a little bit. That was a great game. I didn't know what I had with that game. I was too new to the streaming game to really recognize what a standout that was. Play it again. I could, but it's one of those things that's like, okay, I've got 200 games I want to play, and I don't have time to play them all already. I am very lost. Does the character only have a right hand? So that's kind of been a thing we've been talking about. Your character's hand gets chopped off in the beginning of the game, and we only see the disembodied hand. You have hundreds of unplayed games. What do? Just play the same one for hundreds of hours and ignore the rest? I mean, that's a valid way to do it too, but... To be honest, my list of games is not unplayed games. My list of games is unplayed games that I really want to play. If it was all games I own and haven't played, it would be even longer. What is this? Accursed Tomb. That sounds more my speed. Let's go check this out. I love a good swirly synth pad. And here we have a save. Let's go check out Wings Rest. Maybe we'll try some alchemy even. Should categorize your games into unplayed games you want to play, unplayed games you realistically won't play, and unplayed games that should have never been in there from the start. Okay, let's try some ashes. A moon petal. And some obsidian. Moonlight vial. Okay. Let's try some onyx. No, that doesn't... Can I do something with 2 ingredients? No. Okay, it's moon petals all the way down. Okay. Well, hey, we tried. Let's see what Clive has to say. Did I ever tell you about the wicked king of rats? No. The legend goes that long ago, during the first age of magic, a witch king ruled in a starving kingdom. While his magic was great, he withheld the castle's bountiful provisions and let his kingdom wither. Let them eat the rats, he declared to his knights, who eventually betrayed him. He was not sentenced to death by his knights, but exile in the cavernous depths carved from the flowing moonlight. His eyes were plucked out so he could never look up from the well. One of his arms was cut off so he could never climb out. And rats surrounded him, his only nourishment. Over the years, he would continuously starve, but never died. Using the last of his magic, the exiled Witch King turned himself to stone. And the legend goes that in the deepest reaches of the depths, there is a crumbling statue of him, one worshipped by rats. At least, I think that's how it happened. My memory ain't that good. You know what would be super cool? Stay with me here. If there was a VR thing where you could, like, hang out in this hub world with this music playing and, you know, like walk around it freely and everything. And you could pull up your monitors and do like work or whatever, but just hanging out here would be super cool. And I think that's a high compliment to the game. VR port of this game, let's have it. I'm so tired. Sorry, knocked him. Sometimes it's hard being the only one that needs to sleep. I've never seen Demi sleep, and everyone else here are technically dead. Anyway, fancy a new trinket? Let's see what you got. We still only have 19 silver, but I could use a health vial. What's Demi got to say? Isn't it pretty here? Yes, it is. I feel like I don't need to escape to the outworld, as long as peaceful places like this exist. But I still want to help those who do. Be safe. Alright, let's warp to the Accursed Tomb. Strange lever. Catacombs are this way. I feel like we see the catacombs before we pull the lever. How's this game? Am I liking it? I'm loving it. I would definitely recommend this to people who like fantasy games and dungeon crawlers and stuff. It's been super cool. Okay, that's a little spooky. I don't actually know what just happened. Ooh, look at this wall. Just a specter of undying agony, nothing to see here. So if I make these things self-destruct, they do give me experience. How many of you are there? That's too many. Okay, that was a horrible experience. Just got swarmed, I did. So now we know that's waiting for us in the catacombs. I seriously wonder if we're underleveled because I didn't kill anything in the Sanguine Sea. Entrance, okay. Peasant graves and commoner crypts. Yeah, that's not a bad roll at all. What is amigo? It's actually me right now, because I'm me and I'm gonna go. Noble crypts. I feel like this is back in the catacombs. No, not quite. It's gonna be a long fight, but I gotta get some XP. Oh, or I'm gonna die. Ow. What? Think I'm under leveled? Yeah, I think so. Okay, we'll try a different area maybe. I really don't know. Huh. That's kind of intricately designed for just background. I wonder if you're supposed to platform. Not there anyways. Entrance to the cattle cells have a ramp shape next to it. Yeah, a little bit. Seems like you can't really... It seems like there's barriers here. Maybe if we talk to Garat again. These regenerate, so that's interesting. Wait, that's red. I was wondering if maybe you can attack it with fire. Petal cells. Puzzles? It seems so. Wonder if all these carriages outside are a hint. Okay, let's do some science. A Holy Battleground. I'm gonna get my sword equipped. What better place to do science? Bloodweed. Song reminds you of Friday the 13th, so I definitely hear that. This one's a bit more of a stretch, but I was hearing the Death Note L's theme. All right. Nice carriages. Hope you had insurance on them. See, a lot of crosses and stuff. Is Christianity part of the lore? Not that they have explicitly stated so far. I feel like just attacking that thing is a trap, alright? I feel like that's a folly. You know what? You know what? I retract what I said, Roger. There was something about some crusades. So while that doesn't necessarily say inherently Christian, crusade does have, you know, cross as a root word. Mirage revealed. Okay, so I can go down there. That hasn't actually helped me. I mean, it could be progress. It hasn't helped me so far, but I feel like I might have missed something down here. Sanguis Umbra. That's like Shadow Blood, right? Yeah, that's... Okay, this might be an optional boss encounter. I should have saved. My hubris ruined me. Blood Shadow. Yeah, I guess I did say it backwards, didn't I? Very metal name. Yeah, once again, a lot of metal in here. This game is metal. I agree. I approve. Okay, so unfortunately we have to do that again, but we know a little more of what we're doing this time. Now, the thing I'm curious about, does where I jump down actually influence where I land? I.e., if I jump down where the ladder up is, will it return me to that same place? No. So I bet, based on how tough that was, I bet this is like a secret boss or something. I might have gone entirely the wrong way to find the Mirage. I just realized I didn't collect any bloodweed this time around, and I might need it. I bet it's a pretty good alchemy ingredient. And all the weed you can get, absolutely. And blood. Bloodweed makes you think of blood diamonds, but weed. You know what's funny about that? Not that blood diamonds are in any way funny, but I was literally just thinking, do you think bloodweed is weed that comes from a combat zone? Or conflict zone? Bloodweed only grows in soil turned red with the blood of the fallen. That tracks. I mean, that might literally be the lore here, considering this is an old battleground. I'm literally walking in circles. What am I missing? How did I find everything so well last time? Well, if this area is supposed to make me feel lost, good job. Hey, what's that? Oh, it's just a bloodweed that I missed. Still, it's nice that items glow. Says me, who has gone on record being against yellow paint in video games. Ah, there's the Mirage. Okay, so I guess I haven't found anything here. Oh, we better get out of here. I feel like all these areas are too high level for us. Maybe we go back to the Fetid Mire. Yes, skedaddle. Hey, Cemetery Chick, welcome in. That kind of looks like that could be what Sanguine Umbra was based on. The Great Knight. Maybe you have to beat Sanguine Umbra to unlock the gate. Let's try warping back to the Fetid Mire and we'll do a once-over again. Looks like we got... No, we didn't get this fence open. So this goes... This is the river passage. See, this is the last area where I felt like I was really appropriately leveled, so I think we probably did skip something unintentionally. Like that the game is non-linear, though. Yeah, for sure. I wonder if PS3 Demon Souls gets any love. I might like to try that one. Never heard of it. So Demon Souls is another FromSoft game. It was remade for the PS5, but the original was for PS3. Hey, Scanlan, welcome back. Since I'm on a FromSoft kick lately, have I played or beat Elden Ring? I have, yep. I did Elden Ring in... I want to say April 23. Still haven't beat it. I haven't done Shadow of the Erd Tree. Haven't done the DLC either. I'm kind of a FromSoft hipster because I like the older and less known titles. I mean, Elden Ring is great, don't get me wrong, but the Souls format can be a little frustrating for me to play. You played FromSoft before it was cool. I like the fact that they used to do very different games before they kind of settled into one format, which, don't get me wrong, is working for them. But, you know, I liked the era of experimentation of early FromSoft. Surprisingly recognizable in a lot of ways. Haven't been using much of my magic, and honestly, it's super useful for some of these enemies. Also, if it increases my lunacy, I think that's a good thing. Good thing to go crazy. Hey, who said lunatic was crazy? I think some OG games have stood a better chance than remakes you see nowadays. Better chance of what, Scanlan? Barrier. Okay, we got a new spell. I haven't been playing around with spells too much. I did say I wanted to do kind of a spell sword build. Lunacy is 67%. Okay. I wonder if that decays over time. We'll keep an eye on that. This game looks good. It is very good. Okay, I want you all to reach over and shake hands with your neighbor who also made that joke. Good job, everybody. We did not miss the 69% opportunity. Is this a new door? Oh, this is back to the Hollow Basin. Okay, I passed the crystal. Remember, it's okay to pass the joint. Probably don't encourage passing the crystal. Wonder if you can go in that pipe. Find some kind of secret or something. All right, I tell you what, Maiko or Space Monkey, can I get an exclamation snooze in the chat, please? Let's do some intelligence. Thank you, Maiko. Defense, strength. Some snooze and some snaboos. Yeah, I'm snoozing and boozing. What about it? Like first-person shooter or third-person better when it comes to games? I tend to like first-person better. I feel more immersed in first-person. And I like the exploration and stuff better. Alright, I will tell you all what. I have been fighting my fatigue today, and it's starting to win. So I'm going to wrap up here and do a couple of things offline as I get ready for an early bedtime. And I'll make a deal with you. I'll be back tomorrow for more Lunacid. How's that sound? This game has been awesome. I'm so glad we played this today. It's been a great environment. It's been very cozy and fun and cool. And I can't wait to play more of it tomorrow before our double stream on Saturday. So we've got a full weekend ahead of us. And when I'm not streaming, I'm going to be trying to get some of those video projects across the finish line. So lots to look forward to. Thanks for being here, everybody. How do I quit? Quit game. Stoked to see more? Yeah, absolutely. Real quick, if you're on YouTube and you've enjoyed this so far, please consider leaving a like and subscribing if you'd like to be updated on when I go live, when I post videos, anything like that. We are on the path to YouTube partner. I do have 400 subs. I need 500 for the first rank. We have blown through the watch hours we need. We just need to get those subscribers. And I have lots on the way for YouTube. That's where I'm putting a lot of my energy these days. So please do consider subscribing to that. Let's go ahead and, how do I close this? Exit. All right, as usual, we're going to close off the YouTube stream first. YouTube, thank you for joining us today. Whether you were here live or you caught the VOD, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I sure appreciate having you here. YouTube, until we catch you again, please take care of yourself.